Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? You know what it is. It's Andre the Torch Robinson here. The fire starters in the house. Rise Up Family's sports writer, sports reporter, along with Challenger Community News sports journalist. Man, I am here with my lovely bro in the house from Texas. You know who he is, man. The Alphabets Bits owner, the phenomenal Alphabets football show that comes on every Friday. You know what he does. Make sure you tune in, like and share. Make sure you go to YouTube, share, like, subscribe to the channel. All right. My guy, Marcus the Alphabets, is in the house. What's good, Marcus? What's up?
What's up, family? Just up here, my bro said, let's go to war, man. He said, you ready to ride? I'm like, hey, man, let's go. Let's do it, man. So let's do this.
Exactly. Let's go to war. Let's go to war. Let's go to war. Let's what you know what it is. And you know what it is. It's Monday Night Madness. We haven't did one of these in a while. The Monday Night Madness. And yes, the madness is real. This has got a big night feel to it, Marcus Betts. Big night feel. All right. We are going to go over some of the NFL scores, but tonight, y'all know what it is. It's the Buffalo Bills versus those Nashville, Tennessee Titans. Okay. This one will be for MNF. Okay. Monday Night Football. All right. Should be a phenomenal one. Put in the comment section right now who you got, the Bills or the Titans. All right. Bills or Titans, put it in the comment section, okay? As we get into it again, and I'll put it up here for you. Bills versus Titans tonight, all right? Put it in the comment section. Who do you think will win that game as we go over our week 6, right? We in week 6, Marcus? Week 6?
Week six, yeah.
Week 6.
A third of the way through the season with 17 games. A third of the way through the season. Just that fast, man. Just like that.
And of course, Eddie already said that the Buffalo Bills, he's got the Bills. All right. You can put your score in there too. Put your score. If you're gonna put a team, put the score in there too. All right.
For sure. Make sure y'all are doing y'all's pick sheets, man. We put Ramona puts one out every Tuesday morning. She does it. She puts it on our page, and I'll have her start doing one for the Rise Up fan. We'll put the pick sheets up in there, and put your sheet up in there and see how y'all are doing. Real quick, this is no lie. Ramona is undefeated. She has picked every game right for this week. I think she's 13-0. If she picked the Titans tonight, and if the Titans win, she will go 14-0. So. We're gonna see. I picked the Bills. She picked the Titans. Best I can do against her today, this week, is tie with her. But she's picked every game right this week. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
They said undefeated diehard. Undefeated.
My co-host, man. She's on fire. She's trying to get that. She's trying to get that. She trying to get that Najee Harris jersey from me. I told her she beat me in picks. I have to buy her Najee Harris. So she up there, but she gonna come off that snack box. She just don't know it. Don't be fooled, Mona. If you're out there watching, you're gonna come off of them sweet pretzels. You are. Believe that.
No doubt. Shout out to William Richter who's watching. Dan D. What's up, Dan D in the house? LaShawn Williams in the house. What's up, lady? How you doing? Yeah, man, this is Monday Night Madness. We about to get into it. First and foremost, we might as well start off the show by talking about this game in particular. We was going to go over the scores first, but let's talk about this game in particular, then backtrack a little bit. All right? Tonight is the big night. Will the keys get handed over to the Buffalo Bills as far as the AFC Kings of the AFC? Will it happen tonight? Marcus, I mean, your co-host bet against the Bills. She said no. She went for the Titans.
She's on it, man. Hey, she's on it. She's on it. All I can do is I got to bow down to her. I might not have to bow. As of right now, I got to bow down to her, man. So that's the call she made. Most things we agree on. This one here, we don't. We actually have picked every game. We've picked every game right and picked the same every Thursday night. So me and her, we're not agreeing on this one here. So But hey, if she does it, she'll be undefeated. Undefeated. She will be perfect 14-0 on her picks this week. So I'm rooting for her to do it, but I'm also knowing that on Friday night, if she goes undefeated, I won't hear the end of it. She's gonna razz me really bad, man. So we'll see.
Marcus, I gotta be very honest with you. I got a couple of questions to ask, and they're serious questions. So, can I kick it? Can I kick it with you for me? Can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
Man, I just need to kick it. First and foremost, Marcus, what is the game plan for the Titans tonight if they think they're going to beat the Buffalo Bills? I'm going to ask you from that perspective because your co-host said the Titans, and I have a sneaking suspicion you think that the Titans are going to win this game. So let me ask you.
I actually picked the Bills in this game, man.
Oh,
yeah, I picked. That's what I was saying. She picked the Titans. I picked the Bills. I'm 12-1 this week. She's 13-0. Best I can do against her is
it's tied.
Right, it's tie her. Yeah. But if the Titans win, she will be 14-0 this week. So I mean, this is big. This is big for our pick'ems. This is big, and it's just a big game. It's got the feelings of a heavyweight fight. You know, two teams that want to establish their dominance. You know, we're in the post New England Patriots dominant, you know, era where, you know, the Tom Brady Patriots. So there's you know, they beat the Chiefs last week, and you know, for Buffalo, this is a big game because the Titans have kind of roughed them up. They've kind of roughed them up the last couple of times, just like the Chiefs did. And you know, to go where you want to go, there are certain teams you know you're going to have to see. They're going to have to see the Ravens. They're going to probably have to see maybe the Chiefs again. The Steelers had a good win last night. You know that there are some teams that you're going to have to see them. So you know you want to try to establish that dominance in the regular season, even though I mean it all changes in the postseason. But you want to show we can beat you. You know, so this is a big game. Well, I call these, you know, these are statement games. These are games that, you know, that you're tested. You're tested, and we start seeing if they're truth teller games. You know, are you for real? Are you for real, or are you know, is it fluky or whatever? Bills came out week 1. You know, lost to the Steelers, and since then they've been on a roll. Beat the Chiefs last week. I had to wear Bills hat on my show last week. And we're gonna have to see. You see, I had to wear the Bills hat last week. So
yeah, we'll definitely. See. Definitely had to wear that Bills hat. That Bills hat looked real nice. Bills Mafia was real happy about that Bills hat.
Bills Mafia, they got me last week. But remember this, folks, man, the man who laughs last the loudest. So I'm hoping to get that last laugh.
Real cute analogy. You still had to wear the hat. That's all that matters right now. That's current. You had to wear it.
I had to wear it, man.
And that's what we was excited about. You wearing the hat, sir. Marcus, all right. So I guess I got to change my tune a little bit because you have the Bills winning. So give us a synopsis on the game plan that makes the Bills victorious.
What they have to do is do what they've been doing. I think the recipe to beating the Titans has been the same for the past 2 years. You have to jump on them fast. You've got to jump on them. The Titans, they like to run the ball. They like to establish Derrick Henry. I believe Julio Jones is back. You know, they wanted to put another receiver, a dynamic receiver on the other side of AJ Brown. But the Tennessee Titans like to run the football. They like to punish you. They like to get physical with you. They like to push you around, and they like to run the ball down your throat. Well, if you jump on them fast, they can't do that. They can't do that. So to me, jumping on the Titans early in the game, you know, bombs away to Steph Diggs, you know, Emmanuel Sanders, Cole Beasley, the newfound superstar tight end Dawson Knox, number three tight end in the league, and if I'm Buffalo, I'm looking at that the first game of the season. I'm looking at that Arizona game. Can Gregory Rousseau be Chandler Jones? Can he play Chandler Jones for a night and get in Ryan Tannehill's face? Put pressure on Gregory Rousseau's been playing great. I think he's in the conversation of running for rookie defensive player of the year. I don't know if he's ahead of my guy Trey Diggs, but he's certainly in the conversation. He's very disruptive off the edge. The former Miami Hurricane, number 2 in sacks behind Chase Young in 2019, sat out last year. And I think the Bills are very pleased to be able to get him at the end of the first round, a very disruptive force. I think he is what they thought Ed Oliver would be. He's been very impressive, very disruptive, and it's hard to find elite pass rushers. And I think the Bills are very, very happy with that selection.
Yeah, I mean, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week. It starts with a week, Marcus, and then it leads to 2 weeks. Then it leads to a month. Then it leads to half a season. Yeah. And it leads to the whole season. It starts somewhere. And he's on a roll start. He done got it started early. My guy, Gregory Rousseau, that guy who from Miami, who was phenomenal the year before the COVID season, had 15 and a half sacks. This guy, I mean, he's proven that he can get to the.
He's very disruptive. I'm reading one of the comments in here from my man Ace. He says, "Whoa, let's get this out the way. Henry hasn't hit more than 65-yard game." Here's the thing about that, though, Ace. Yes, he hasn't hit that. He hasn't hit that. But when he didn't do that, because y'all were so focused on the run, what happened then? Then Ryan Tannehill carved you to pieces. So what you want to do is you want to, again, to me, this is a Buffalo Bills offensive game. Jump with the offensive firepower you have. You want to jump out in front of these guys where that part of it was they jumped on you and they didn't need Derrick Henry to have a big game. So what you want to do is you want to jump on them where they can't really use Derrick Henry, because Derrick Henry's more of a closer. He's a closer at the end of the game where they hand it to him 30, 35 times in the game, and then they play keep away. So what you want to do is jump on them where they have to open up their offense.
Absolutely correct. That's what you want to do. You want to make Tennessee one-dimensional. You definitely do. You want to make them one-dimensional. You want to get Ryan Tannehill off his spot, be able to rush the passer, be able to influence. Oh, and by the way, the one thing you do not want is for the Titans to have a lead at the end of the game. No, because that's how you end up. That's how you end up becoming a meme, and Josh Norman being pushed into the popcorn stand with a Derrick Henry stiff arm. That's what happens. Read the rest of his comments. Ace wants you to read the rest of his comments. Read the rest of them comments.
Oh, they weren't on full. They weren't in full strength. I got it. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That's the same thing that I heard against the Chiefs. The first game we weren't in full strength. Okay, well, what about in the playoff game? What about in the AFC Championship? Again, this is a statement game. What you want to do is you want to come out there, jump on them, and beat them. And to me, this will be the last challenge, maybe until you see a team like maybe Tampa Bay. But this goes a long way. Bragging rights, establishing yourself as the dominant team in the AFC. We saw the Chargers fall yesterday. The Ravens beat the brake dust off the Chargers, and a lot of people had the Chargers, including myself. I'm a big Justin Herbert fan, and they look the Ravens made them look very bad yesterday. So you want to establish dominance. You want to establish that you're the apex predator in the AFC, and we'll see what happens. It's going to be a very exciting game.
Well, let's talk a little bit. Let's dissect this a little bit more, Marcus. You talk about the running game from the Titans. Obviously, Derrick Henry hasn't really had too much success against Buffalo in any of his outings against the Bills, except for the 57 yards. I guess you can call that success because he had 2 touchdowns in that game. But I mean, he really hasn't ran for 100 yards like he's accustomed to. And then the other thing is too, there's a new weaponry in Tennessee, man. There's new weaponry over there. They got AJ Brown and they got Julio Jones. I mean, what do you do with those guys, Marcus? What is the game plan to stop those guys from eating while you got Derrick Henry?
I think that was the whole reason of bringing Derrick Henry, bringing Julio Jones in as a compliment to Derrick Henry, where you cannot just sit up there and load the box against him. Now, the issue that's been with them is Julio Jones has not been healthy, and this is part of the problem and why I don't think that Atlanta even hesitated to get rid of him with the money that he was making. And you hear what I always say. You've heard me say it a million times. What's the best ability? You've heard me say availability. If you're always hurt, you have some nagging injury. You're not. I can't use you. I don't need you if you're not here. So I believe, and this is just a personal opinion. I don't have anything to back this up. And me and Mona were talking about this. I believe that we saw the Titans get the brake dust beat off of them a couple of weeks ago against the Jets. I think they overlooked the Jets. I think they were looking forward to this game. And they overlooked the Jets, and they sat Julio and AJ Brown, and they got the brake dust beat off of them. I don't know this for sure. I do know that Julio's supposed to play tonight, and I think they were saving him for this game. I really do. I believe they were saving him for this game. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
So they were saving them for the Thriller in Manila. They were saving them for the Rumble in the Jungle.
Saving them to good. This is a big game. Now, is your season over if you lose this game? Either team, we still got 11 more games to play. But this is one of those. I call them litmus test games, where it's a test to show where you stand amongst the elites in the AFC. So we're gonna see. We're gonna get our answer here in a couple of hours, and I'm elated to see this game. I'm ecstatic. I'm really ecstatic to see this game.
Absolutely. Let's talk about let's break it down a little bit more. Let's talk about the Titans defense a little bit. Are you a little skeptical of that Titans defense?
Garbage, dumpster juice. Garbage, and for all of those who are unaware of garbage dumpster juice, you got the trash that's at the top of the trash can, and that's not that bad. Like hobos eat the trash on the top, they'll eat and then you got the trash that's kind of in the middle. This bad, but the worst is the stuff that's at the bottom. All the stuff that goes at the bottom, garbage dumpster juice. And that's what Tennessee's defense is. Now, they went out and got a guy like Bud Dupree, former Steeler Bud Dupree, but he just hasn't. Harold Landry, he hasn't really panned out. They did a little Jadeveon Clowney experiment last year. That didn't work out. Their defense is this bad. So I would think that Tennessee's game plan would be to keep away from the Bills and run Derrick Henry, try to establish the line of scrimmage and run the Bills. So it's going to be very imperative. The first quarter of the game is going to be very imperative to see who's able to impose their will on who.
All right. Come on, you got to break this thing down, Marcus. I hear you with the general statements and all, but I need you to break it down X and O's, man. You are a football connoisseur, sir. I need you to let me know what the Titans defense, in order to be successful, what they need to do on all phases.
I don't know if they have the, look, it's Mike Tyson used to have a saying, Dre, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, And, the Titans can talk about all what they want to do, but I don't know if they have the personnel to do it. And that's why I picked against the Titans. I believe defensively they don't have the personnel to stop the Bills' offense. They don't have the linebackers. They don't have the corners to deal with Stephon Diggs. And a new addition, Emmanuel Sanders, Cole Beasley, Gabe Davis, Dawson Knox. I mean, we got to start mentioning Dawson Knox when we start talking about those pass catchers.
You better.
And I don't know if they have it. And if they're able to sprinkle in a little Zach Moss, a little Devin Singletary, and when Josh Allen sees opportunities to use his legs, I don't know if they have the personnel to stop that. So I just I can say all I want about what I think they should do. I don't think they have the personnel to do, and that's why I picked against them. So the best thing for them, I believe the best defense sometimes is a good offense. What we're going to do, our defense is going to be Derrick Henry. We're going to run the ball and keep the ball away from you. And that is why the Buffalo Bills cannot let Derrick Henry get on track and start running and having one of those 200-yard games where he's just running wild. They cannot let him do that.
All right, Marcus, read some of them comments that's in here
right
now.
Let's see here. As far as I can go up here, let's see. No, let's get that out the way. Y'all celebrate the Titans winning like we were really bad and didn't take into account the injuries we had. That's why we pick on the Steelers. You think 2 top receivers doesn't make a difference? That's from Mona. Julio Jones didn't play, nor did Brown. That's okay. I don't hate the Steelers. I just want to be fair when everyone's talking about what's happening. Yeah, but no one used the excuse with the Steelers last season when we started losing games after week 11 and had all the injuries we had. The OC has the Titans looking horrible. Titans have to own the clock on offense, which is what I was saying. That's what Mona said. Simple as that. They've got their best defense is a run offense. Run Derrick Henry and keep the ball away. Because if you get and that's the other thing, they cannot turn over the ball. You cannot give that Buffalo Bills offense, that explosive Buffalo Bills offense, extra opportunities. Josh Allen extra opportunities to take off. Steph Diggs running down the field, wide open. To me, that's the Titans. That's what we cannot turn over the ball, and we got to run Derrick Henry. We got to establish the run early in the game.
All right. I like what you're saying, but I wanted you to talk about the defensive line, what they have to do. I wanted to talk about the linebackers. I want you to break this down. I want you to get to the
I'm making it as simple as I can, brother. The Titans don't have the personnel. Sometimes you want to do something. I want my Chrysler 300 to be a Bentley, but guess what? It's not a Bentley. It kind of looks like a Bentley. It ain't a Bentley. It ain't a Bentley. It's just not. A Corvette's a nice car, right? A Corvette's a real nice car, right?
Mm-hmm. Corvette.
Until you put it next to a Ferrari. If a Corvette looks like a really nice car until you put it next to a Ferrari. The Titans' defensive line is bad. Their linebackers are bad. Their secondary is bad. So you have to protect them by running the football. Run the ball. Don't turn over the ball. Hand the ball. I would give the ball to Derrick Henry to the wheels fall. I would hand the ball to him 38 times tonight. I really would. And you have to say to yourself, we cannot keep our defense out there against that offense because they'll get exposed. They will get exposed. So that's the thing there. Can the Bills early in the game stop Derrick Henry? Because if I'm the Titans, that's what I'm doing. I'm coming out first down Derrick Henry, second down Derrick Henry, third down Derrick Henry. That's what I'm doing. And maybe down the road, I'll take some play action to Julio and AJ Brown.
Okay, good. All right. Now that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better breaking it down. My guy, Marcus the Alphabets. Again, you are watching Monday Night Madness, early Monday Night Madness, of course. My guy, Marcus the Alphabets, and myself, Alphabets Bits. With the fire starter here, of course. Yep. Call line is open too, 716-481-8249 if you want to call in. Get your comments in here. Get your thoughts in here. I want to hear what you got to say. I want to know. Big fight Phil night, Monday night.
Heavyweight championship fight. A says AJ Brown is out. I didn't know that. He must be a game time decision. AJ Brown is out of this game. That's bad. That's really bad.
That don't help the Titans.
Well, that's bad for the Titans. That ain't bad for the Bills, but that's bad for the Titans. So
Ramona, you hilarious. You caught on. You caught on to that, Mona. You caught on to it. Dre, you want Marcus to do your job. LOL. Listen. Listen, Mona. Listen. I'm strategic. I'm the cerebral assassin with this thing, man. There's a reason why I'm doing that. There's a reason why I'm doing that. Got to get him ready. Got to get him prepared for the next level. He'll be there any moment now. Any minute, Marcus the Alphabet will be there. So I need to get him prepared. So that's what we doing around here. Got to do it, man. You got to take the self out of everything and elevate. That's what Mona, you're undefeated this week. And that was an undefeated comment that you made. I love it. Love it. All right. With that being said, let's talk about the Bills. Let's get to the Bills. I know the Bills Mafia want to hear about the Bills. Let's go. The Buffalo Bills. Here they come. The herd. Here they come. One heart beats louder. You already know. It's this season. This season is the season. They want it. They ready. Marcus, what does the Buffalo Bills offense have to do to get this W? Explain it on every facet.
I believe that they got to jump out to an early start. They've got to jump on the Titans early in the game. I mean, jump on them 21-0, 17-0, 17-3, something like that. 17 points doesn't sound like a lot of points, but Tennessee, that's not the way that they're wired. They're not the Tennessee Titans aren't the Chiefs. They're not the Chiefs. They're not the Chargers. They're not that type of team. They're a ground and pound team. And when you're playing a ground and pound team, what you have to do is their best weapon is Derrick Henry. So what you got to do, that Buffalo Bills offense, is you got to come out. Steph Diggs, Emmanuel Sanders, Cole Beasley, Dawson Knox, some swing passes to Devin Singletary, and mix in a little Zach Moss up in there and hit him in the mouth with, he's a big bruising type back, and do a little Tennessee Titans on the Tennessee Titans. Get physical with them with a Zach Moss. Look. You know what I think about Devin Singletary. Me and you,
yes, we do.
I've never thought that Devin Singletary was that guy. I've been telling you for 2 years. I never thought he was that guy. The back that needs to start the game is Zach Moss. He is more of a workhorse back than Devin Singletary is. And what you do is you start punching them in the mouth and doing what they doing to them, what they try to do to you with Derrick Henry. I want to see some Zach Moss in there, especially towards the end of the game, and you run the ball down their throat. But at the beginning of the game, I believe that the Buffalo Bills need to come out 3 wides, Beasley, Diggs, Sanders. 3 wides, 1 tight end, Dawson Knox, and you come out with guns blazing, airing the ball out, and putting stress on those corners out there. And when things aren't there, then Josh Allen takes off. Look, he's 6'5", he's 237 pounds, he's got a howitzer attached to his shoulder, and that's what you do. You jump on them early, 17-0, 21-0, and then from there, unleash the dogs on you take Derrick Henry out the game, and then you unleash the hounds on Ryan Tannehill. That's the secret recipe right there.
All right, Marcus, read some of those comments that you got. By the way, the question of the day right here: which defense will have more sacks in this game? Which defense will? Put it in the comment section, or folks, again, I mean, don't y'all be afraid to touch y'all dials now. What's up with y'all? Y'all done with the telephones? Man, tap the telephone. Tap in.
Yeah.
Tap the telephone.
You got
8249. Tap in. Let's go.
Mona says Titans have to own the clock on offense. That's what I was saying. Simple as that. A says all Buffalo has to do is get ahead, and then Henry's irrelevant. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. AJ Brown is out. Trey White will cover Julio. Milano on Fisker. Let the line take care of Henry. A says I'd expect to see a lot of Beasley and Diggs. This is the 4th and straight season the 2 will play, and the underdog won the previous 3. Wow. Mona's up there going. Mona's on it. I want to make Tannehill beat us. And then Mona said he did last year. And Dalton says Gregory Rousseau.
All right. Like the comments. Keep the comments rolling. Tap into the lines, man. Tap into the lines too. Don't be afraid. Again, call 716-481-8249. Tap in. I want to hear y'all thoughts too, man. I don't want to be the one talking. That's why I got my guy here, Marcus the Alphabets, in the house, man. Marcus the Alphabets is here. You know what he do. Football connoisseur. I want to hear some of y'all thoughts out there that's out there watching, that's, tuned in. And make sure y'all like and share too. Tap these lines, man. Tap the lines. I definitely
Dre, I got a question for you. I've seen some reports out there about the Bills maybe getting rid of Cole Beasley. Do you think that Beasley, do you think he could be a trade target? I think he makes $9 million this year. I was reading up on that. He's around $9 million plus per year. And you see what Sanders is doing, especially in the slot. Do you think that we could see Cole Beasley gone by the trade deadline? Is that something you can see?
Okay, Marcus.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
I just want to say this. And yes, there's a pause for a moment because you know what? I'm still trying to relish the moment, the thought, I'm trying to take this all in. Marcus, did you just fire start just now? Are you really trying to fire start? No, yes, you are. No.
A friend told a friend who told a friend. That's what
You ain't just asking for a friend, okay? I see what you're doing today. You see,
I'm just asking.
Mona undefeated. Mona done peep game on you doing the work, and then you come out here and you gonna ask a question like that. So I'm just gonna put it up. There it is. Could Cole Beasley be trade bait? Just asking for a friend. Just asking for a friend.
I'm just asking. We gotta get Mookie Hawkins up here. Wuffo Sports. We gotta get him. But I know he all up in there. I'm just it's some things I heard, and I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to I'm trying to get the scoop. I'm trying to get the scoop.
You can get the scoop. I'm gonna be honest with you. It is very, very weird and auspicious. It's very auspicious, very suspicious, very auspicious that this guy didn't get his, COVID vaccination, and all of a sudden he's just disappeared out of the offense. He did have 1 week where he had 11 catches and 98 yards. So is this due to that? Because of that? Or is it due to just the offense really hasn't really needed Cole Beasley like that? Is it due to Dawson Knox's emergence as a tight end, as a top 7 tight end in the league right now? Is it due to that? Is it due to Emmanuel Sanders making the clutch catches that he's getting from Josh Allen? Is it due to that? Is it due to the Bills running the football more and actually letting the run pass mixture in their offense be the deciding factor in these games? The Bills are really closing these games out now. Where the Bills couldn't close games out with the run game, they're doing that this year. They're closing games out. They get a lead, they run, they throw, and then they run and they close these games out with the mixture of the play calling. So I think it's a mixture of things why Cole Beasley hasn't been as involved. But Marcus the Alphabets, look at you catching squirrels by the tail, trying to get acorns, trying to get hibernation food for the winter. You want to catch folks by the tail. I see what you're doing, sir. I see you, even though you can't see me.
Hey, man, there's a lot of, we're seeing some of these receivers out there. And I got to give it to them. Magic Bean. Is that what y'all call them? Magic Bean. I heard somebody Bills Mafia. They call them Magic Bean. I think, even though you're winning, you always want to churn your roster a little bit. You want to churn your roster a little bit. And Sanders, he's doing his thing. He's 35 years old, But you see some receivers out there kind of looking like they want to get out of Dodge. They're kind of making waves. The Michael Thomases, the Odell Beckham Juniors. There's guys out there.
Yeah, you real slick. I see you.
I'm just saying. You gotta not. Isn't this why John Brown was released?
Mm-hmm.
A guy who's making a lot of money, who's not producing anymore.
I see you.
And hey, there's guys out there. Hey,
Marcus, you about as slick as WD-40. You about as slick as WD-40.
I'm just saying.
Look at it.
How would look? I've always thought Odell Beckham Jr. was looking for a way out of. He was looking for a way out of. He never wanted to go to the Browns. Because he called the Browns. What
Marcus, read the comments. read the comments. Yeah.
A says Diggs has been quiet. Should they trade him? No, I told y'all this at the beginning of the season when I said this. My man Monster, shout out to my man Monster, shout out to my man Mookie Hawkins. I was like, last year Stephon Diggs had 1,500 plus yards, right? I said, look, he's an elite receiver. I believe Stephon Diggs is an elite receiver. The thing about it is he's one elite receiver, and when defensive coordinators this offseason, what they said is, we are not going to let Stephon Diggs just have his way. I think that's what it is. They said, we're going to take him out, and Josh Allen's going to have to find some other people to throw to. And he's done that. You saw the emergence of Dawson Knox. You went out in free agency. You went and got Emmanuel Sanders. But to me, for this offense to really take off and to go to Super Bowl level talent, I think they're another receiver. He hasn't done what I thought he would do this year. That's Gabe Davis. I thought maybe Gabe Davis would be that guy, and he might still be. As of right now, he's not. And part of his injuries, and I get that. But, you got a little bit of salary cap. You got a very creative general manager. Can you call the Saints? What you want from Michael Thomas? What you want for him? He's not, he's not happy. He's looking like he wants to get out of New Orleans. What would you want? If I just happen to, ask you, what would you want from Michael Thomas? Can you imagine Michael Thomas on the other side of Steph Diggs? Can you imagine that? I'm just saying. I mean, there's things out there, moves that can be made, little slick moves here or there that can, put you over the top. That's all that I'm saying. We saw this a couple of years ago. Steelers, they make a little sneaky move for Minkah Fitzpatrick, and it's just a little sneaky, and this guy comes and changes life for you. So I'm just saying, just things to think about.
All right, let me read some more of what Will Lumumba said, too. He said, that's the media hyping that stuff up. True. I ain't hyping it up because I don't think he's going nowhere. Will Lumumba doesn't either. He said they didn't see him really involved in the last two games, and the media ran with it. It's called a lot of mouths to feed. He said, Davis been injured. Give it time. 17-game season. That's Will Lumumba.
I got you. Young kid. I know he's been injured. I know he has been injured. So, we'll see. And he's right. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. So we'll see. And that's the thing. The beauty about the game is that, there's a lot of questions that are going to be answered. There's a lot of stories out there that we'll get answers to.
Oh, here's a really good question and answer by Brad White. Brad White got in his bag and said, what is Josh Allen's record against winning teams? Since entering the NFL in 2018, Josh Allen is 7-10, which is 41% against teams that finish the season with a winning record.
And this is a chance to change the narrative. What is the Titans record?
Oh, it's a winning one.
They got a winning record. What are they? 3-2, 2-3. I thought they were like 2. I thought they were 2-3. They came out, got smoked by the Cards. Anybody out there in the comments? What's the Tennessee Titans record? If anybody's got that, A says they're 3-2.
I told you.
This is your chance right here to beat a winning team and a team that's kind of owned you the past couple of years too. So.
Well, Marcus, that's not true.
I mean, own you as far as just the fit.
Wait a minute, Marcus. Wait a minute, sir.
Okay.
So I just want to let you know that the Bills have played the Tennessee Titans 3 times, the last 3 times, 2018, 19, 20, 21 now. So the Titans have played the Bills 4 times straight. The Bills have won 2. And the Titans have won 1, which was last year's COVID year. They didn't win the other 2 before. I actually was at both of the games in 2018.
I'm talking about as far as just the physicality of it. And let's also remember too, didn't they that one year they had beat them? They kind of backed the year that the Bills kind of backed into the playoffs. Wasn't that against the Titans?
No. Hold on. A matter of fact, we got a caller on the line too. Callers, what's up?
Hello?
Yes. What's up, caller?
This is Gary from Buffalo.
Gary, what's up?
Nothing. I'm just calling to talk to you and Alphabets about the Bills coming up here Monday night. What do you guys think here, guys?
Let's go. We think the Bills are going to win.
How many points do you think the Bills are going to score?
I think they're scoring 35.
That's what I said too. That was my pick. 35 points.
Yeah, they're way better than them shit Dallas Cowboys that Marcus roots for.
Oh, wow!
That's hard. That's hard. You know, I think that's really. I think that hurts my feelings considering 2 of our 5 Super Bowls we beat the Buffalo Bills. But go ahead, don't worry about it. No big deal.
Yeah, but those stories are as gray as your beard. Like they're
you, Marcus. Wait a minute.
Look,
I know this is Monday Night Madness, but Marcus, you taking that?
You finally win your division after letting the Patriots beat the brakes off of you 11 years in a row, and now you're feeling confident. You let one team. Let me ask, and I tell this to, hey, do you think that the New England Patriots win any other division beside your clown division?
Yeah, they'd win the division with shitty Pittsburgh Ramona Dice teams. They'd win that division too.
No, because let me tell you something. It's not just you wouldn't have just seen the Pittsburgh Steelers. You would have seen the Ravens too. Again, when you get to play the Jets twice a year, how many times have the New York Jets had the number 1 pick in the past 15 years? Any idea? The Dolphins,
teams from New
Jersey. the Dolphins. You get to play the Dolphins twice a year, and you let one team win your division for 11 years, and now you're bumping your chest. Look, have consistent years where you win. You finally won. Hang on. You finally win your division after 25 years. You win a division. Won your division. See, my division, every team in my division has won a Super Bowl. Even the crappy Eagles have won a Super Bowl. Even the Jets. Hey, listen. Even the Jets, the New York Jets. Even the New York Jets have a Super Bowl, and the Bills don't. What does that tell you?
Dallas was last to threat when Marcus had Jerry Curl.
I never had a Jerry curl. I had a box, okay? I had a high top fade, pin and play box. I never had a Jerry curl.
Oh,
you guys ain't figured out it's me yet?
I know it's Monster. I know it's you.
I knew it was Monster already.
Monster, you knew that. Monster, you stop running for me, Monster. You stop running for me. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. I'm just getting ready for the game. I just seen you guys run. I was like, hey, let me call in and mess with these fellas.
Hey, Monster, but Monster, in all seriousness, I got y'all winning this game. Me and Mona are split on this one here.
I got y'all putting up 35 points tonight, and I got it. I'm gonna say 35-17. That's what I got.
Yeah, hopefully hopefully we put up that many points. I think our defense, we just got to shut down King Henry and his big dookie braid. And I think we'll be okay if we play the way we play.
Yeah, I don't think that they have the personnel to stop you guys. And I think if you jump on them early, I could, me and Ace were talking about this. I could see Josh Allen sitting out the fourth quarter on this one here. I believe that's how much better. I believe the Titans will come out with a lot of fight in them early in the game, but I just think towards the, as the game goes on, I just think you guys just blow past them. I really do believe that. So I picked against them.
Shout out to my Cowboy CD Lamb for giving me 40 last night.
Oh, you mean one of the Cowboys receiver when you said that the Buffalo Bills have a better wide receiver core than the Cowboys?
That was another show. We can talk about that in the future. Don't bring up bullshit.
By the way, shout out to Monster Trainwreck Sports in the building on the ones and twos on the phone lines right now. Monster, we got a post game show coming up this week, right?
What? Tell me when and where.
All right. All right, you know what it is. We got it,
man. So I gotta see that. I gotta see y'all up in there, man. Gotta see y'all. It's good to hear from you, Monster. Love you, brother.
All right, I love you too, fellas. Enjoy the rest of your show.
No doubt, Joe Monster McDowell on the line. He called in. Thanks, Joe. Oh, by the way, so last week, I just want to put this out there. Marcus is on a real roll with this whole fire starting stuff. Last week, it was this.
Are you there?
You see it. Don't act like you can't read the
caption. I don't see anything. Tomato cans. Tomato. Oh.
Yeah. It was tomato cans last week. And this week, it's Cole Beasley. Now, I want to move on from Cole Beasley, though.
Okay.
Marcus, I need your full prediction. Everybody, I need your full predictions so we can move on, so we can talk about some more NFL stuff going on. I need the full prediction. I tell you right now, Buffalo 35, Tennessee 24.
I got Buffalo 35, Tennessee 17. That's what I got.
Oh.
I don't think that they have the firepower to keep up with Buffalo. And I think once the Bills get ahead, I don't think that they're able to come back from that. You're basically taking Derrick Henry out of the game, who's their best player. No A.J. Brown.
Marcus.
Yes,
that is inaccurate. A.J. Brown is listed as
active. Oh, yes, well, I'm reading. Ace said it here. I don't know. I hadn't seen the report.
I got it right here. The report just got sent to me. A.J. Brown is active for this game.
They usually send it out like 9. I mean, we got what, an hour, 30, 35, 40 minutes until the game begins. So
yeah,
that's probably the latest. That's probably the latest report. So
he was listed as questionable. He was listed as questionable due to illness. He has been activated for tonight's game, by the way.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, look, I think Mona got some insiders somewhere, because Mona called the Titans out, and part of the reason why I picked the Bills was because I didn't think that the Titans were at full strength. Mona, if you got some inside scoop somewhere, some inside reporter, you need to share. Stop being stingy.
Yeah, Amani Hooker was also activated from injury reserve as well for Monday Night Football tonight too. Josh Reynolds will not be playing in this game. Josh Reynolds will not be in the game. John Simon will not be in the game. Bud Dupree is listed as active.
Okay, they're gonna need him. Him and Harold Landry. They're gonna have to former Boston College standout defensive end Harold Landry. He's gonna have to show up tonight. They need all hands on deck against that Buffalo offense, because I believe that the Bills you know how when somebody has just kind of been a thorn in your side, I think the Bills want to try to put 50 on these boys. That's what I would do. I would want to leave no doubt in their mind. Like you could see a little. I mean, we watched the game last week, right? We watched the Chiefs game last week, right?
Yes,
Could you tell that when the Bills were playing them, it was a little something extra in there?
Yeah.
It was to me, for when I saw there, you watched the body language in that, Dre. It was like, we got to beat these guys. We've got to beat this. And I mean, that game went on. They had the lightning delay for what was like 2 hours. Damn game didn't end till like it was probably about what midnight, 1 o'clock your time. It was late as hell here. I was in and out because it was so late. But I think they want to do that too. I think they want to do that too. A says we're settling all family business. You got over the Chiefs. You got over the Chiefs. If you can beat the Titans, Tom Brady, even though he's not with the Patriots anymore, he's with Tampa. He's coming into town, in a few weeks. And I just think that they're all
No. Buffalo's going into town.
They're going to Tampa.
Yeah, they're going to Tampa.
Well, I think there will be a lot of extra motivation in that game as well. And I think there's going to be a lot of motivation in this game just because, there's people at the beginning of the season that thought that the Titans were one of the better seasons, and we've seen some chinks in their armor. We've seen that.
Absolutely. By the way, I just want to run down some scores real quick from last week. We do have another show coming up this week. We might have another one tonight. Never know with us how we do it. But I want to run down scores real quick before we end the show because we are 5 minutes away from 7:30, and I want everybody to buckle your seatbelt and get ready for the Monday night feel, okay? Get ready for big night for Monday night. All right. With that being said, let's get to some of these scores from this week. We watched that same Tampa Bay team that you're talking about, Marcus. We watched them beat the Eagles 28-22 in a thriller on Thursday night.
Good game.
The Jaguars got their second win this season, 23-20 over the Dolphins.
That was their first win. That was their first win.
I thought it was their second.
That's
their first win.
That was their first win.
Yeah, that's their first. My fault. Excuse me. My fault.
They were supposed to beat Houston week 1, and they didn't.
Well, yes, that's true. Very true. Jaguars, 23-20. They get their first win of the season. The Packers beat the Bears, and Aaron Rodgers tells Soldier Field and them boys, I own you.
I'm sure Rocco liked that a lot, huh?
Rocco was very champion about it. He was very cavalier about the whole situation.
You think Devon and Rocco like that a little bit?
Nah, they didn't like that. I'm sure. I didn't even. I heard from Devon last week. I'm hoping to hear from him this week.
I heard from him this morning. He wasn't too happy about that. He wasn't too happy.
Speaking of getting striped, lately, let's talk about these Bengals who beat the brakes off of the Lions 34-11. The Lions, you know what, Marcus? I could see the Lions going 0-17.
Look, this is what I tell you about. When I say this and people get mad at me, this is what I'm talking about. When I say cornerstone franchises, you have cornerstone franchise, and then you also have clown organizations. Browns, Lions, Jags, clown organization, Jets, there's every year, and look, everybody can't win all the time. Everybody can't be the Pittsburgh Steelers, just decades and decades of but you're just bad. All the time, you're just bad. You draft crappy. You don't get free agents. You go through coaches every other year. You're just a bad organization. You're bad. The Lions are a bad organization. They're really, really bad. They're bad.
By the way, I just want to put this out there: the Lions, you got smoked. You got smoked. You got smoked this week by the Putty Cats. You got smoked by Joe Burrows. And yo, I have to mention though, Jamar Chase looking real good. Looking good.
Offensive rook of the year conversation.
It could be. Could be.
I don't see it in the rookie court. I don't see. Usually they do that. I think it's between Chase and Najee Harris. That would be my two at the top.
All right. Moving right along, the Colts 31-3. Texans. I just want to put this out there.
It's bad. Another
Texans, bad. I gotta put this out there. You ain't exempt from it either. You got smoked. You got smoked.
Until they get that Deshaun Watson issue fixed, it's just going to be. There's no stability. Davis Mills is in a bad situation. You Bill O'Brien really set them back, man. Bill O'Brien was bad. And the thing is, when you have a coach and a GM like that, it sets you back like 5 or 6 years. It sets you back. You gave away DeAndre Hopkins. You got rid of J.J. Watt. You got rid of Jadeveon Clowney. You know, Deshaun Watson's going through this crap. I mean, it's just bad moves, man. Bad moves.
Another game we want to talk about, the Rams and the Giants, the little Giants at that. The Rams 38, Giants 11. Sorry, buddy, but the Giants, you got smoked. My goodness, a lot of you got smoke candidates already.
Now, I do want to say this as far as the Giants, and they play in my division. Sometimes, bro, you just like with us last year. You know, you have devastating injuries that just hurt you. You know, the Giants are hurting right now. You know, you lost Saquon Barkley, you lost Sterling Shepard, you lost Kenny Golladay. You know, when you start losing key players to your team, you know, Daniel Jones is coming off that concussion from the Cowboys game. It's tough, man. When you're trying to patch a team together and you just keep getting injuries and stuff. The Giants, to me, in my opinion, and I, you know, being a Cowboys fan, I just naturally don't like the Giants. But the Giants aren't a bad team. Joe Judge is a bad coach. They need to go get him a new coach.
Man, listen, Joe Judge. Wait a minute.
Joe Judge is
the clapper. You got the clapper, and I ain't talking about a chlamydia sighting. I'm talking about the legitimate clapper over there. Your old Dallas Cowboys coach over there.
He's an OC. He ain't the coach.
He was. I said old Dallas Cowboys coach, sir.
He's the OC. He ain't the head.
No. I said the old Dallas Cowboys coach, not the New York Giants coach. I know who the Giants coach is, Joe Judge and that doggone clapper. I done told you the clapper, the OC. Listen, patching up the Giants. You know what the Giants patch up look like? It looks like a slice of Swiss cheese.
Listen. Look, the Giants aren't the Lions. That's what I'm trying to say. The Lions have nobody. The Lions have nobody. The Giants have it. Listen, the Giants have Saquon Barkley was a number 2 pick in the draft, bro. Saquon Barkley was in the same draft as Josh Allen and Baker and all them. 2018, number 2 pick in the draft. So you got a first-round pick running back. You got a first-round pick wide receiver, 2 first-round pick wide receivers. You got a first-round pick tight end in Evan Ingram. Kadarius Toney, first-round pick wide receiver. You got some talent on the offensive line. Your quarterback, Daniel Jones, number 5 or number 6 pick in the draft. They have talent over there. It's just injuries are really, really hurting them. So I don't want to diminish that. They need to get a head coach, and they need to finally come up with a decision on Daniel Jones. That's what it really boils down to.
All right, and with that being said, we're gonna chief right into this next one. The Chiefs and the Washington football team. The Chiefs 31, Washington football team 13. Patrick Mahomes bounces back after throwing 2 interceptions in the first half of that game. Here's a fun fact for those who don't know. Do you know how many interceptions Patrick Mahomes has thrown in the last 15 games?
15.
15. 15.
15. Yeah.
Looks like $500 million. 15. If I had
I think part of it too, he plays outside of himself sometimes. Like yesterday, he made a really boneheaded play where he tried to flick the ball. It's like, bro, stop the bleeding, bro. Stop the bleeding. If things are going bad, don't add to it. You don't have the defense to overcome stuff like that. Stop playing hero ball. Stop playing hero ball and play within the system, bro. You're great. You're a great quarterback, but sometimes you do really bonehead things, and then you don't have the defense to make up for you. And that's why you've been losing. Ooh. So just play within the system.
I tell you, he gonna end up on one of these segments right here. You ain't nothing. He gonna end up on the "You ain't nothing" segment, unpopular opinion segment coming up real soon. He keep it up.
We don't play favorites. We don't play favorites over here. No one is exempt. Nobody's exempt.
Nobody. By the way, the Vikings, speaking of nobody, they beat a team that's starting to become a nobody again. The Carolina Panthers, after being 3-0. The Vikings win in overtime 34-28.
Was I right about the fraudulence when I called them fraudulent? Was I right about that?
Yeah.
You remember me calling them fraudulent, right?
Surely do. Yeah, I do. I definitely remember. Speaking of fraudulent, we got a fraudulent performance from the Chargers yesterday as the Chargers got their boots smoked by the Ravens 34-6. This one was ugly. I mean, it was ugly. Yeah. With that being said, Mark Andrews had a hell of a game in that one. And we're going to leave it at that. Lamar Jackson playing at a very high caliber right now. Speaking of another quarterback playing at a very high caliber, oh my goodness. Oh, and I can't forget. Wait a minute. Before I move on, because again, no team is exempt. You got smoked, the Chargers yesterday. Smoked. And guess what other team got smoked?
Who's
the
that?
Cleveland Browns. Smoked by the Arizona Cardinals. 37-14. And the Browns was at home. Baker, what's going on? Y'all 3-3 this year. I thought y'all was supposed to be contenders. And after week 6, y'all look like some pretenders. What's going on here? You got smoked. Kyler Murray, 4 touchdown passes in this one. 4. And they ain't even had a coach.
He had COVID.
Oh, my goodness. Raiders, 34-24 over the Broncos. Good to see the Raiders is back in the fold of things, in the thick of things. But I have to say, the Broncos are pretenders now too, huh? And pretending.
Until they get the quarterback position fixed, they're going to have it. This is why finding your franchise quarterback is.
I thought Teddy Bridgewater was going to be good for them. 334 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He looking like Jameis Winston out there.
Hey, you don't get credit.
Looking like famous Jameis.
You don't get credit for putting out fires
that you started.
You ignited. Yeah, you don't get credit for it. No, you don't get it.
Sir, I want to talk about this Cowboys-Patriots game. I need to know. Maybe I could go back just for 60 seconds. Just for 60 seconds, Marcus. I need 60 seconds of your time, Marcus. 60 seconds on this game, real quick. And I just want to know: can I kick it? Can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
Why in the hell did y'all let the Patriots what happened in this game? How the hell did y'all let the Patriots stay in this game like this? How?
Look, I don't like making excuses. The officiating was terrible yesterday. It was terrible. Now, I will say that the Cowboys made some bad plays. They did some bad things, but what I want to see in a team is a team that's resilient. Here's the thing about the Cowboys. They can run the football. Zeke Elliott, the rumors of his demise were greatly exaggerated. Zeke is back. The 1-2 punch of Zeke and Tony Pollard. Dak is in the MVP conversation. I wouldn't say maybe in the top 5. I still got Kyler, I got Lamar, I got Brady a little bit ahead of him.
Sir,
Yes.
you would say 69 yards is back?
Look, Belichick. What is Belichick known for? What is his MO?
Defense. Come on now.
Okay, but what is his main? He's going to take out the thing that you do best. And obviously, what he thought was stopping Ezekiel Elliott. But here's the thing about it, and that might have worked 3 years ago. Now we got a quarterback, a franchise quarterback who will distribute the ball to all over the place. Now, okay, and that's the thing that makes the Cowboys so dangerous is that you have to pick your poison. Okay, you want to stop Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard? Here goes Amari Cooper. You want to stop them? You got to deal with Dalton Schultz. You want to stop them? You got to deal with CeeDee Lamb. And dude, they're doing this without Michael Gallup.
Yes, they are.
They're doing this without Michael Gallup. They're doing this without their Pro Bowl right tackle La'el Collins, who gets to come back. They're doing this without DeMarcus Lawrence on defense. They're doing this without Neville Gallimore. They're nice defensive tackles in the middle. So reinforcements are coming. And here's the thing, Dre, they're on a bye this week, so they get to get everybody back healthy. Michael Gallup should be back. I don't think Lawrence will be back, but they do get back La'el Collins on the offensive side, even though Terrence Steele is down pretty good at the right tackle position. So I'm very excited for what I saw. Dak Prescott, the Cowboys take the Patriots into overtime, and Dak throws a game winner to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is everything that I expected him to be. I was very excited when we got him, with the 16th pick in the draft. I thought he was the best wide receiver in that draft, in the 2020 draft. And we'll see what happens. So
Marcus the alphabet. CeeDee Lamb has 500 yards this year already.
I tried to tell people that he had 950 last year. He had 950 last year with Andy Dalton as his quarterback. What did you think he was going to do with Dak Prescott? What did you think?
With that being said, Marcus, just make sure you send me over your address, and I'll send that Cherry Coke Zero to you at any point in time. All right. With that being said, the Steelers and the Seahawks, last game before we dismiss and get up out of here. I need to know. So the Steelers won in overtime.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was asleep.
I stayed right up there watching it, man. I had to watch.
I was counting sheep.
You counting sheep?
Yep. Sleep super deep. But I heard that something happened in that game that got Shannon Sharp to talking about DK Metcalf.
Man, they're going back and forth. They're having a Twitter war.
And DK Metcalf went off. What was the silly play that DK Metcalf did?
I don't know. I went up on there. I was like, what did I miss on here? He did something, and I guess it rubbed Shannon Sharp the wrong way, and DK responded, and Shannon Sharp was like, look, dude, when a Hall of Fame player he's a Hall of Fame tight end, okay? Now,
3-time Super Bowl winner.
3-time Super Bowl.
8-time Pro Bowler.
8-time Pro Bowler. Look, when these guys talk, you might want to listen. You might want to listen, and instead of getting on a Twitter beat. Shannon Sharp is an analyst now. They're analysts, and I tell people about that. You go from being a player to an analyst. You go from being a fan to an analyst. It's two different jobs. When you're doing that, you have to be objective, and you have to call it down the middle. You have to call out buffoonery. And a lot of these players, they don't like that. They don't like that, and that's what it is. You might want to Why don't you call the man? If I'm DK Metcalf, call Shannon Sharp. Call a Michael Irvin, Hall of Fame wide receiver. Call a Chris Carter. You got all of this knowledge and at your disposal, and what you want to do is start a Twitter war with them. Call these guys, man. All that information out there that you can use. These guys are there. They're where you're trying to be. My advice to you, a lot of you young cats out there, this not just sports, brother, not just sports. When you got older guys trying to mentor you, don't take it personal, man. Look, hey, what can I do to get better, man? You're in the Hall of Fame. You're a Super Bowl champion. You're on TV, every day. What can I do to get better? Listen to these guys. Hall of Fame players, all pros, multiple Pro Bowls, multiple all pros. Listen to these guys, man. Take that mentorship and take it with a grain of salt. A little corrective criticism never hurt nobody.
Oh, so I see the play. I saw it. DK Metcalf fumbled at the end of the game. Maybe we can show it. I don't know. We're about to see if we can.
Look, if you're going to blame somebody, blame Geno Smith. And Geno Smith, that's why you've been bounced all over the league and you've been a bust. Because again, it was a phenomenal play by TJ Watt. TJ Watt's one of the best players in our league. An elite pass rusher. He stripped Geno and set the Steelers up for the game-winning field goal. But Geno Smith, man, that's why you're a backup. That's why you're a backup. You get an opportunity and you go back to. That's the reason why you're a backup. There's a reason why people are backups.
Let's see if I can find it. I want to find this here. I think, with the most idiotic play you've ever seen. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, so you about to hear it. All right, I'm about to play it real quick and let y'all see this real fast. Let's see if we can get it done. One time for the one time, folks. Here we go. All right. And I think it's up. Is it up? Yes, it is. There it is. Boop. It's up. Up, up, up. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's up, right? All right, here it is. So Geno throws the out. DK catches it. Instead of going out of bounds, this fool tries to he tried to run to get 10 extra yards. You see it?
Yeah.
He tried to run to get 10 extra yards. Unbelievable.
When you're already in field goal position, man. You're already in field goal position. Why would you do that? Why? You're already in field goal position.
One more time for everybody that's out there. You see this. Oh, brother. Now, if they would have recovered Pittsburgh, I would have been dying laughing. DK Metcalf. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
Well, you nearly cost him the game, but Geno Smith did cost him the game. So feel fortunate. Geno Smith actually did succeed in giving the game away. So don't feel bad, brother. You'll be all right.
A loss is a loss. All right. With that being said, I want to thank y'all all for tuning in. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Again, big fight feel tonight. Big game feel tonight. Yes. Buffalo Bills versus the Tennessee Titans tonight. Make sure you tune in. All right. I'm about to go, do what it do. Watch the game. Marcus the Alphabets is in the building again, as usual. Always around. And again, make sure you support him. Make sure you support Marcus the Alphabets and the Alphabet Bits. All right.
My lovely co-hosts, Ramona Diehard and the Rise Up family. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Y'all know what it is. By the way, tomorrow I will be on location tomorrow for the Sabres Canucks game. All right. Sabres, Buffalo Sabres, Vancouver Canucks. I will be on location tomorrow night at the KeyBank Center. All right.
Hey, before you go, one last thing. What the hell is a Canuck?
What the
hell is a Canuck? Can somebody please tell me what a Canuck is? I want to know. I just go ahead.
You know what? Just no. See, there you go again.
What
there
is
you
a
go again.
Canuck?
Bills Mafia. He wants to know what is a Canuck, y'all.
What's a Canuck? I want to know. I need to know these things.
Oh man, listen. A Canuck is a yo. I don't even know why they allowed the NHL to allow them to even have that name. So a Canuck is technically it's a noun for a Canadian.
A Canuck, really? I did not know that.
Yes.
I did not know. Okay.
But the Canuck animal derives meanings as Canadian pony, which is rare. It's French Canadian. Yes, it's very, very rare. Johnny Canuck, personified of Canada, appeared in political cartoons in 1860, resisting Uncle Sam's bullying. All right. So technically, a Canuck refers to a Canadian person. Multiple sources said the whale mascot was chosen over all the rest of the folk during focus groups in early 2001. That's why the Canuck logo is a whale. But it does not mean it has nothing to do with a whale. It's Canuck Canadian. That's what it means.
I got you.
Right? With that being said, we're going to get real American and watch football, NFL football. All right. See y'all later. Thank you again for Marcus the Alphabets, myself. That question got answered last week. We should, you know what? Hold on. And to end this joint, I'm sorry. No tomato cans allowed, okay? No tomato cans allowed, y'all. None. All right. Y'all enjoy y'all night. Watch the game. We'll see y'all later.